Welcome in, everybody. Billy here with Full-Time Fantasy in the FFWC, and today I'm going to be walking you through our new premium tool features that you can utilize inside your draft room, as well as just kind of reviewing for your draft over at the FFWC. This is a premium tool, so if you are not a full-time fantasy member, I highly suggest signing up. The pricing can be found over at Full-Time Fantasy, as well as when you click the Premium Tools button, and I'll show you that here shortly. But on top of those Premium Tools, that subscription also gets you access to my personalized rankings, as well as Jody's personalized rankings, which were just labeled as the best inside 2021 by Fantasy Pros for the pre-draft rankings, and Jody as well for the year-over-year rankings inside the top 10. So you're literally getting access to the best fantasy football rankings in the industry, as well as this Premium Tool feature. So without further ado, let's go ahead and pull up this premium tool. So if you are inside of your My Teams page, you can access that from the Teams dashboard, or I highly suggest just bookmarking this page as well for quick access. But My Teams page, you can hit Premium Tools. This takes you to our premium tools. Again, the pricing is here. Monthly is $12.95. 6-month subscription is $64.75, which comes with 1 month free. And then the annual subscription, which of course is the best deal, is $116.55 per month. And you can subscribe here. And this gives you all the access to these premium tools that I'm about to show you, as well as those personalized rankings that you can customize to your league settings, and our premium content articles over at FFWC on Full-Time Fantasy. So let's go ahead and go to the first tool, which is ADP list. Everybody is used to seeing ADP in this format. That's nothing special outside of it is paid ADP, which is the best type of ADP that you can get. So all these are linked to any given format that you're drafting at. So let's just say that you're drafting inside Dynasty. You can click Dynasty. If you're going to be entering a FFWC World Championship main event, you can click on the FFWC World Championship. So let's go ahead and do that, because I have a World Championship draft coming up this weekend on Sunday. And let's go ahead and take a look at the average draft position. So you can see here we've only had 2 of the World Championship drafts so far. It just kicked off a couple days ago. Oldest is to the right, newest is to the left. Jonathan Taylor went at the 101 in the first draft. He went at the 3 spot in the second draft. So he has a high of 1, a low of 3. Let's go to the Player Profile Championship to give us a little bit more data to digest as we're showing this tool. Inside the Player Profile Championship, again, he has a high of 1, a low of 3, but in the last 10 drafts, we can see he's gone 1, 3, 2, 1, 1, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, which you don't need me to tell you that Jonathan Taylor doesn't go outside the 103 very often. But this tool is more powerful for someone like, let's look down here and say, where's A.J. Brown going? Well, he's gone at 25th, 33rd, 31st. You get the gist. He's gone at a high of 23 and a low of 34. So this helps you decide when you're on the clock if it's a good value. Now, the other beauty about this tool is you can use this outside of the FFWC. Like, let's say you're in a home league and you're drafting with your friends, and you wanted to bring a cheat sheet. You can pull up this electronic average draft position list for your home draft, and as they're being selected, let's just say you're stickering all the stuff on the board, and rather than having to bring a piece of paper and pen and cross things off, you can just click the names. So he just took Jonathan Taylor at 101. The next guy took Christian McCaffrey. Austin Eckler went. Justin Jefferson went. Cooper Kupp went. Jamar Chase went. And voila, as you can see, now everything turns red as you pick them, so you can use this as your cheat sheet if you wish. The other thing I really like is the ADP Board View, because if you're like me, it's hard to tell if let's just say that it's like pick 87. Well, I'm trying to do the math in my head while I'm on the clock, and you're losing precious seconds to help make your pick. I don't do math that fast in my head. Maybe you do. Maybe you're Rain Man. I'm not Rain Man. I can't do math that fast. So this board was designed for people like me and you. Jonathan Taylor, you can see, goes 101 overall. So let's go ahead and pull up the Player Profile Championship board. Jonathan Taylor goes 101. Cooper Kupp goes 102. Justin Jefferson goes 103. This is just like the ADP list, but in a draft board view. So let's just say that you were inside round 8. And you said, oh, who goes around this pick? Oh, Lamar Jackson goes around this pick. Sky Moore goes around this pick. Let's just say that maybe you really wanted to get somebody like Ramondre Stevenson. Maybe you need another running back. And you said, well, will he make it back to me? Well, his average draft position is 9.2. You're picking at 8.6. He's probably not going to make it back to you. So maybe you have to reach and take him if you really want him, or you can chance it. But this just kind of gives you a board view as you're drafting where the player should be drafted based upon their average draft position. The beauty about this tool is when you're inside your league, it actually color coordinates based upon if they've been selected or not. So let me go ahead and show you that. Let's just go to my team's page, because you have to be inside your league for that one to work, because it links and syncs to your draft room, which is really cool. So I'm inside of a drafter here, my Super Flexible 14. All the premium tools are right here. But let's just say that you entered the draft and you forgot. Okay, I'm inside my draft room. Oh man, I forgot to pull up the average draft position board. No worries, we got you. They're right here. Premium draft tools. They're right above the draft board, or right above the queue. So go ahead and pick up that ADP board that we just talked about. Okay, this is just again reminding you that it's a premium tool. So go ahead and go to the ADP board, and voila! Isn't that beautiful? It grays out the players who have already been selected. So we can see, let's just use Antonio Gibson, for example. In this draft room, we are currently in round 9.3 to be exact. And Antonio Gibson's still on the board. So he's going at 7.8. So we're nearing 2 rounds of value for Antonio Gibson, which is a good value. I'm not a big Antonio Gibson fan, but at this point, he's a pretty damn good value. I'd say we pretty much have to take a chance on him. Or Miles Sanders, who's nearing to be a full round of value. So as you can see, as the player's name is selected, it automatically grays out, so you don't need to have a piece of paper and cross them off if you're doing like a cheat sheet as well. Or if you're using that ADP tool like I told you about, where you're clicking each name. If you're at the FFWC and you're drafting at the FFWC, this tool will automatically sync to your draft room. So again, when you're inside the board here, you don't need to select the drop-down menu like I did inside of the My Teams page. It automatically knows which format you're in. If you're in a Player Profile Championship draft, that board will default to a Player Profile Championship board. If you're inside of a Player Profile or World Championship draft, I should say, that ADP list will automatically default to the World Championship list. So very powerful tools. I highly suggest being able to use these inside drafts. They definitely give you a slight competitive edge. And in fantasy football, we're always looking at that edge in order to, best our opponents and cash that grand prize at the top in the World Championship, $150,000. Or maybe you just want that $10,000 Dominator. This will help you get there as well. So very powerful tool. Last couple tools I want to show you. Let's just go ahead and go back to the My Teams page. Okay, we go back to Premium Tools, and let's go ahead and go to the Stack Finder. Okay, so let's just say that you're in a Player Profiler Championship draft, okay, or you want to do research for a Player Profiler Championship draft. And let's just say that you are in the 12 hole, and let's say that Diggs falls to you, okay? You can type in Diggs' name. Okay, so you can see all these yellow bars because that's how many people have Diggs. So there's a lot of people in the Player Pro Champion have Diggs. That's obvious. Okay, well, how many people have? Let's just say that Lamb and Mike Evans are on the clock, and you're trying to decide who you want, and you have them both very close in your rankings. Well, let's go ahead and type in Lamb's name because I would choose CD Lamb in that scenario. So you can see nobody in the tournament has a Lamb and a Diggs start. They're all in the one column still. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to, I typed in Lambo. That's what, no, I didn't. Lamb and Diggs, that's what it was. Okay, and let's go ahead and type in Evans, okay? So as you can see, multiple teams have either a Lamb-Evans combo or a Digg-Evans combo. So let's just say that we did not select Lambs and you decided to go with Evans. 1, 2, 3, 4 people in the tournament already have an Evans-Diggs start. So you were very unique had you chosen to go with Lamb over Evans because nobody in the tournament has that start. So this helps you create unique rosters. This helps you get an edge on the field because no one else has that start. Let's just say you're coming back in round 3. Let's say Travis Etienne is on the board. Again, you want to type in last name. I helped design this tool, and I still always forget it. But Travis Etienne, okay? So now we can see I have 3 names inside of the Stack Finder. I have Diggs, Lamb, and Travis Etienne. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people have 2 of those 3, whether it's Lamb and Etienne or Diggs and Etienne. And again, they're color coordinated with the same colors on the draft board. So wide receiver yellow, running back green. They can help you pick players. So let's just say another player's on the board. Let's just say that you have, let's say Elliott is on the board. Okay. So again, not a very own combo. So only 2 players have that combo inside the tournament. So it's a very powerful tool because if you get to a room, let's do something chalk. Let's erase these out and let's go with Jonathan Taylor. Okay. Okay, let's go with Higgins. Okay, so we know T. Higgins here. Okay, and then let's go with a third. Trying to think of someone off the top of my head. Let's go Javonte. Let's see Williams. And let's find Javonte. Boom. Okay, so we can still see out of those 3, 2 players are on a given team. So no one has all 3. So if you had the chance to take a Taylor, Higgins, Williams start, you'd be unique in the tournament as of today, which is August 5th, 2022. So another very powerful tool. You can also go to the win rate tool here, which is great. This is more for research on players, so you can see that Cooper Kupp was. I mean, you don't need me to tell you that Cooper Kupp was the most powerful player last year. So bad example, but you can see that 216 playoff teams had Cooper Kupp. 77% of the teams that had Cooper Kupp made the playoffs. 85 champions had Cooper Kupp. And 30 people who had Cooper Kupp won the championship. But let's go a little bit deeper. Let's go down to let's use Darrell Henderson. So Darrell Henderson had 109 playoff teams. Where'd he go? I lost him. Had 109 playoff teams. 39% made the playoffs. We had 28 champions with Darrell Henderson, and 10% of those were champions. So you can just do your research on player win rates, and we're going to be adding more win rate data like builds and win rates with builds and starts with builds. So all that will happen more in 2023. But these are the new tools that we've been working tirelessly on the backside to help you inside your draft rooms, to help you prepare for your draft. I highly recommend them. Again, it is part of the full-time fantasy premium subscription. But on top of these amazing tools that I just showed you that are very powerful in your draft room, are going to help you win leagues. You also get access to my fantasy football rankings as well as Jody's. And you just saw they are the best in the industry. Legitimately just one that will reward from Fantasy Pros. So hats off to my partner, Jody. I'll give myself a clap for that as well because it's quite the feat, and you get access to those with that subscription to Full-Time Fantasy. Sneak peek, there's going to be some tools for in-season management as well. I'm not going to tell you exactly what that is, but keep your eyes peeled for the next video because there's going to be some pretty powerful tools coming out for in-season and team management. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. I hope you enjoy the tools that we have helped create. As much as I have. I'm utilizing these tools daily at FFWC. Hope you enjoy them. I hope they help you win your leagues. Feel free to reach out to me in Discord with any questions. Feel free to reach out to me on Twitter as well. I hope to see you inside of a draft soon. Take care.